So good morning, my dear students. So come to today's class. Today I will start. Actually, up to exercise 3.2 has been completed. Okay, so I will start today 3.3. But before starting 3.3, let us recall something about the axis. Okay, axis and the things related to the coordinate geometry. Okay, so all of you know this one is the x-axis, the horizontal axis, or the x-o-x this axis, and this one is the vertical axis, and the name of the vertical axis is y-o-y dash. Okay, so in school geometry, in school coordinate geometry, you will have two axes. So in higher, from class 11 or higher classes, you will get again another z axis. Okay, so in this case at first the vertical axis known as y-axis, or full form is y-o-y dash axis. Okay, similarly horizontal axis name is x-axis or x-o-x dash axis. Simply x-axis and y-axis. Clear? The next thing, that x-axis and y-axis, both the axes are intersect at a point, or this one is a common point of both the axes, and this point is known as origin. Okay, origin, and it is denoted by the letter, capital letter O. Okay, so suppose this one is the plane. Okay, and that plane, actually x-axis and y-axis divided that plane in 4 equal parts. Okay, so this one is a 4 equal parts, and the parts are known as quadrant. Okay, so this one is first quadrant, this one is the second quadrant, this one is the third quadrant, and this one is the fourth quadrant. Okay, and this is actually in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, this one is a clockwise direction, and this one is the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so this is the first, second, third, and fourth quadrant. Clear? So first thing is that there are two axes. One is x-axis, horizontal axis known as x-axis, vertical is known as y-axis, and both the axes are intersect at a point, and that point is known as origin and is denoted by letter O. Okay, and that two axes cut the plane in 4 equal parts, and that parts are known as quadrant, and this one is the first quadrant, second, third, and fourth quadrant. Okay, so all of you know that this value is suppose x axis, this one is a number line, then this one is a point 0, so this one is positive, suppose like 1 2 3 4 5. Similarly in this case these are negative. That means the left part of from 0 they are negative in x-axis, and right are the positive on x-axis. Okay, similarly in case of vertical axis, y-axis, the upper part are positive and the lower part are negative. Okay, these are negative. Okay, so the coordinates of this point O, that means origin. Again, all of you know that a point on coordinate systems are denoted by like this, x and y, x comma y, and they are right within first bracket. Okay, first bracket means these are the points. Okay, and this one is the x coordinate, that means the value of x, and this one is the y coordinate. Okay, so the origin, the coordinate of origin is 0, 0. That means in that point, on that point O, the value of x is 0 and value of y is 0. Why? When look at the value of x, x is positive on the right, that means 1 2 3 4 5 on right, and -1 -2 -3 like this on left, and this point on this point O, the value of x is 0. Similarly y is positive on the upper part, and y is negative on the lower part. Okay, that means the value of y is 0 here. That is why the coordinate of the origin is 0, 0. Clear? Now the point on the first quadrant, any point lies on the first quadrant having the symbol. In this case, the x coordinate, first quadrant means what? This part. On this part x is positive, similarly y is positive. Okay, on the second quadrant x is negative, y is positive. Okay, on the third quadrant, that means this part, x is also negative, y is also negative, so they are negative and negative. And on the fourth quadrant, x is positive, y is negative. Okay, that means any point lies on the first quadrant having both the coordinates are positive. Okay, any point lies on the second quadrant having the x coordinate negative and y coordinate positive. Okay, similarly any point lies on the third quadrant having both the coordinates negative. Similarly on the fourth quadrant, the value of x is positive and value of y is negative. These are the basic things actually I am discussing before starting the exercise 3.3. okay, yeah, again now you have to know about the coordinates of the points if they lies on the axis. Okay, suppose there is a point, suppose this point. Okay, in this case the value of x is what, 3, but value of y is what, positive will be on the upper part, negative will be on the lower part. So but stay on x axis, value of y is 0. That means the coordinate of, suppose this one is the point A, coordinate of the point is 3, 0. That means coordinates of any point lies on x axis is x, 0. Okay, in this case the value of x is 3. If you take the point here, then the value of x will be 5. But always remember one thing, y always remains 0. That means coordinates of any point on the x-axis is x, 0. That means on the x-axis the value of y is always 0. Okay, and the value of x will be depends which value you will take. Okay, that is why you write the formula is this one, x, 0. Clear? Similarly, suppose you take any point on the line on the y-axis. Suppose this point. Suppose this point is B. The value of this point is what? The value of y is 2, but x is what? 0. Because on the x-axis, always on the y-axis, the value of x is always 0. Okay, 0, 2. So that means coordinates of any point lies on, suppose, y-axis. Y-axis you can write 0, y. That means on y-axis the value of x is always 0. Y will be depend upon which value you will take. Okay. So these are the, again another one thing. Suppose a point, you write 4, 3. Suppose P point 4, 3. So value of P x is what, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and y is 3. So the point suppose lies here, P4, 3. So the question is, suppose what is the distance of the point P from x-axis, and what is the distance of the point P from, suppose, y-axis. Okay, so that means, so this, the point P is this one. The distance of this point from x-axis will be what? This part. This is the distance. Okay. Again, similarly, the point distance of the point P from y-axis will be what? This part. Okay. Now look at this one. This part is what? 1, 2, 3. These are the parallel lines. That means this value is 3. That means the distance of the point P4, 3 from the x-axis is what? 3 units. Similarly, if you see that 1, 2, 3, 4, that means this part will be what? 4. Okay. That means the distance of any point from x-axis is the y coordinate. Clear? Again, distance of that point from y-axis is the x coordinate. Clear? But remember one thing, if the symbol is, suppose coordinate symbol is negative, then in case of distance you have to take the positive value. That is, suppose a value is, suppose a point is -2, suppose 4. Then what is the distance of the point -2, 4 from y-axis? That means not -2. You have to write +2. Okay. That means, remember one thing, distance of any point from x-axis is the y coordinate, and distance of any point from the y-axis is the x coordinate. Okay. So in my next video I will solve the question number 1 and 2 from exercise 3.3.